So Ben, obviously this is a huge event, and I was curious, how do you make this happen? Do you just reach out to the Navy and be like, "Hey, I've got this wild idea that would be really fun"? I mean, because it seems like it'd be kind of a crazy logistical nightmare to pull it all off, but you guys did it.
Yeah, it's a good question. So, we have a scheduling team that meets on a regular basis, and we're constantly evaluating our current schedule and thinking bold and frankly, aggressively about where we want to take events in the future. And one of the ideas that we had several years ago was to race on a military base. And we've had a number of conversations with bases across the country. We also wanted to find a way to have a presence back here in the Southern California market. We've had racing and an auto club for a number of years at the LA Memorial Coliseum, and we felt like it was a good opportunity for us to get back to our fans here in the greater Southern California region. So we started having conversations with Naval Base Coronado, I would say probably a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
Frankly, pretty surprised we were able to keep a lot of it under wraps until recently. And one thing led to another, and I would say the entire team here on the base in Coronado has been fantastic partners. I know, similar to a lot of our other events, there's a lot of work that happens up until the announcement. There's much more work that's going to happen over the next 11 months, and we're excited to get started with them and promoting this event and turning it into what's going to be the biggest spectacle in what we think of all sports in 2026. And then the last thing that I would also mention is a big congratulations and nod to Amy Lupo. If anyone isn't familiar with Amy, we brought her on board a few years ago to help us lead the LA Memorial Coliseum project, the Clash race. She has been a huge advocate of a lot of our new events. She's partnered up with a lot of our track presidents and the marketing team and helping us promote events. And being based in the Southern California region, she was a natural fit here. So she's been helping lead this project up until today and is going to lead it until June of next year.
Going back to what you said a minute ago about how the conversation around a naval base had been going on for a couple years, why a naval base? Why race on an active military base? What's the draw there?
Yeah, I think there's the handful of things. So, we looked at a handful of military bases across the country. We looked at different branches of the military as well. And naturally, it was a great fit for us being in San Diego, Coronado, the Southern California market. And then, as I spoke about the location, the backdrop of, all of San Diego being in this part of the country and the natural ties that our fans and a lot of the folks in our industry have with the military and the men and women that fight for our freedom and give us the ability to do what we love to do every single day, was a natural fit. And then as we got into the base and we started to have conversations with the team here at Naval Base Coronado, one thing led to another. They've been tremendous partners from the start. And, then to sync it up with the 250th anniversary of the country, and importantly, the 250th anniversary of our Navy as well. There were just so many synergies that came together, and this was really a no-brainer for us. So we wanted to push to make this happen in 2026. We believe it's a once in a lifetime moment for our sport to be able to celebrate, both the 250th anniversary of our country and our Navy, and then to put on a spectacle of an amazing race for our fans.